morning. Happy Thursday, November 12th. I hope you guys are doing well. We're going to start off with daily editing this morning. Then I'm going to do just a quick little wrap up and let you know what you guys have to do for the rest of the week, and that will be that. So today we have her collection of things from home were in the closet. I have 3 mistakes here. So take a look at it. What's the first thing that we see? We know that we always want to start our sentences out with capital letters, right? So that should be an H, capital H. The next thing I see is collection looks a little weird, right? We need to add something there, right? We need to add another L, okay? And the last thing is we don't need this apostrophe. This word should be were all together, no apostrophe, no space, okay? The next thing I need to decide is what is the verb tense of my sentence? Did it already happen? Is it happening right now? Or will it happen in the future? This word were helps us. We know that it is the past, okay? Were is past tense. If I said her collection of things from home is in the closet or will be in the closet, okay, that would change the tense, but this is past tense. Please make sure that you type those answers in correctly. Take your time because some of you are missing silly points on those, okay? The next thing that we are just going to talk really briefly about, don't forget we are writing that spooky narrative. Big announcement here. Let me make myself bigger. Your rough draft is due tomorrow. You have to have your rough draft due tomorrow. I will send out an announcement today into our classes, but you must have your rough draft done tomorrow. You will get 10 to 15 points for it. I haven't decided yet, but I will be going through tomorrow after school and seeing whose rough drafts are done. Starting on Monday, we are going to start perfecting these, okay? My goal is to have you guys turn them in next Friday. Everybody's will be turned in next Friday so I can get them graded over Thanksgiving break, okay? Just a little reminder. Let me put myself back small. So just a couple reminders with our spooky narrative, okay? Here is your prompt, all right? I will also post this on Buzz. It is already posted on Buzz, but here's your prompt. Remember, your writing should be 4 to 5 paragraphs. Make sure you begin with a hook. Make sure your story is interesting, and don't change the font, please. Okay? Make sure you start with a hook. If you don't remember what a hook is, go back to a week ago. We did this hook lesson last Thursday. Okay? Remember, your story should follow plot structure, guys. That first paragraph should be your exposition. You should be introducing everything. Then we're going to move into that rising action where things really start picking up. Today, we're going to talk briefly about climax, falling action, and resolution. Okay? All right, so don't forget your exposition. We've talked about this a couple times this week. You're introducing characters. Don't just list your characters like that. That is so boring. You want to just organically or naturally explain who your characters are, okay? So remember, that one's boring. Setting descriptions are part of the most fun part of writing, okay? Especially narratives. So you don't just want to say, my story takes place in a forest the day after Halloween. No, describe it. Use some sensory details, all right? That one is boring. Don't forget, you definitely need a main conflict. Your rising action comes next. This should be 2 to 3 paragraphs, okay? Rising action, remember, is when we were building that excitement. You want your reader to be as interested as possible. You should be building the action and suspense before the climax, okay? And make sure you have a plan for your climax and really for how your story will end. Speaking of the climax, this comes at the end of the rising action. I personally would write almost a paragraph on this, guys, okay? Your climax, that should be that most suspenseful, OMG, did that just happen moment, that kaboom moment. Everything that you have written has been building up to that moment. Make sure you're descriptive as possible, okay? Everybody wants to know more information about the climax. Give them more, people, okay? This is what you want them to look like as they read your story. That's what I should look like, okay? I'm going to pop some popcorn, read these. I want to be into your story. Then you're going to do your falling action, which is your last paragraph, your 4th paragraph. Your story should start winding down here. You want to start thinking about how you're going to end it. Tomorrow, we are going to go over some really great ways to end our stories with some conclusions. Make sure that you have a plan for how your story is going to end, okay? Just another reminder, your rough draft is due tomorrow, okay? Friday, end of the day. Guys, we've spent a week on these. You should at least have a rough draft done. Does it need to be complete and perfect? No. But please make sure you tune in for the clever conclusions lesson, because I will be showing you different ways to end your story, okay? All right, if you have any questions, please let me know.